Okay, Zlatko, tell us something about your beautiful country, amazing people, about your history, about your culture.
Okay, so Bosnia and Herzegovina is a country which is, let's say, on a bridge between East and West. So during our history, we always have somebody who was very interesting to take some part of Bosnia, because we have a lot of minors things for all huge states all around this part of the world. So from old Roman Empire through the history to the Ottoman Empire, and after that Austro-Hungary, and all this kingdom, whatever, whoever needs some kind of the minerals, you can find everywhere in Bosnia. So it's happened that during this history, we have also some meeting of the culturals. That means then when Ottoman Empire come, we have a Bosnian kingdom, which were old Christianity part of the Europe. But when they come, they bring Islam, and this meeting of the different religions, but also different way of thinking, give that in Bosnia we are now the state of the 4 and more religions, which always all of them feel very free to be that what they are in their history, but also we are very close to Europe, and we are feel like Europeans. During our history, we have almost the same history, 50 years, during the socialism. So we were not part of Soviet Union, but we were some kind of Yugoslavian part of socialistic kind of lives. Even the Yugoslavia chose another wave of socialism. You don't have a possibility to open your private entrepreneurship. Just at the last 80s, we can open our private businesses. And let's say that during our history, it's always who is occupied, all the state, he give their own rules. If you ask me, I am in private or entrepreneurship almost 40 and plus years, all my lives. And I change almost 5 states. Even I stay all the time on the same part of the world. So everyone wants, or whoever wants to make some states, they always trying to make their own solution, how we can own or run our businesses, and you have really to change solutions to stay in the entrepreneurship. And it's not so easy, but let's say it's always interesting to be in your own business.
Mm-hmm. Bosnia and Herzegovina is a very traditional country with patriarchal styles still.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, look, 600 years of Ottoman Empire. They making very strong genetics way of thinking. Even today, we are part of Europe with all European community, blah, 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 blah. Our women were really very traditional way. They spend a lot of energy to be part in the family, to making all what's expecting from them. On the other side, they want to be in the modern life and to working also in the companies, whatever. And it's different. If you compare with Czech, it's really different culture.
Okay, but what about education for women, and what about women as business owners and today?
Okay, so first I want to say that during Ottoman Empire, Bosnia was really very state without any possibility that women can do anything. So they spend all their lives in the kitchen preparing the food. You in this Islamic religion, you have some rules in which women can't show their faces, and they spend all their lives in the closing family, where they can be free to be without any that they can show face. But if somebody come on the door, there is a specific, we said, man and women part of the room, where they can prepare themselves to go out, and somebody can come just in this part where it's for them that they can talk, whatever. So it's very conservative and traditional part. And when Austro-Hungary come in Bosnia, they get Bosnia on some peace agreement, but they spend almost 20 years and huge energy and money to energize all the society to be part of Europe. So in 20 years, they changed Sarajevo and all these cities in Bosnia, and they bring almost 40 different nationalities, because they give them to not paying taxes or whatever if they come in Bosnia. No, so for us, Europe starts from this time, when Austro-Hungary come, and after that we have all this kingdom of Yugoslavia, and after that Tito's time, Yugoslavia, socialism. But during this period of Tito's time, in Bosnia they built almost 1,000 schools. And they rebuilt all the new roads and give the new possibilities to people from village to go in schools. And the old school were for free, and all studies were for free. And they're really making the new possibilities. Whoever wants to finish their schools, they can do that during the socialism. Today, school were, of course, for free. Some studies you can buy, you can pay. All others were for free, state pay. And if a woman wants to finish studies and to be entrepreneurship, they can do that. But they really have to be very tough to have everything on their back. If they want to go in business, they need really to spending huge energy to start the business, and it's very hard to start the business.
It's generally very difficult to start a business, and for women it's more difficult.
Of course, I mean generally it's everywhere, but after the socialism, every revolution changed the owners of the money and the owners of the capital. And when we get this liberal possibility of capitalism, the bank systems from Europe come and they making their own rules. In this case, when you want to start your business, they ask you to give your all your property for them to give you some money to start your business. They really get all your life, and if you want to start your business, you are always in calculation that you can lose everything.
This is strange.
Yeah, it's strange. Of course, I have 5 kids, and one of them is living in the United States, living in Boston, in Cambridge, where is MIT, and he owns a company with 100 people doing genetics. And when I asked him how you made that with the credit line, with the new possibilities, he said, I just ask for money, and I don't have any problem. If I show to them my business plan, if they see that there is a future of that, I don't have any problem. So he said me in the square kilometer, they have 25,000 startups in Cambridge. So that means that 1 million of them is just in Cambridge, all young people and everybody trying to start the new businesses. Yeah. And this is something what is really strange for Bosnia. You can't expect it that somebody will help you when you are in this. You really must have passion and to know what you want to do.
So you have a very educated women, you have a smart women.
Yeah.
And what about female entrepreneurs? I have heard that you have a very good entrepreneur, CFO, women in a CFO role, and
it's really interesting. If you ask me, I think that difference between men and women in Bosnia, it's really. I'm personally more trust or believe in any promise from women in business. When they promise me something, they make that what they promise. When I'm talking with men, it's always, what can be happen, strange. And that Balkan people were very adrenaline. They were always looking for some kind of the, energy fight, whatever. With women, I'm really in position. Whenever I can chance, I'm looking to give them any kind of the possibility to working with money.
You support them.
Usually all my friends trying to find some women to control money, because I don't know why, but we really trust that nothing bad could be happen. If you, this is something different now in this all this Balkan region that we are, I don't know, very very always trying to be in some conflicts. During the history, even in business, everywhere now, you don't trust anybody. And after all of this, what's happened in this war, and after now it's 30 years after the war, but even today everything's in air. Nobody don't trust anybody.
So, I've been in Bosnia. It's 5 years ago, maybe. Yes, it's 5 years ago. And I could hear some stories about business owners, female business owners, in bakery, in traditional kitchen, in some production. In the last 5 years, during also pandemic, anything was changed, or how is development of possibilities for women in Bosnia?
I think that digitalization gives a lot of possibilities and change. Even the women, there are some business in which women are, of course, better. I think that every business with flowers or with anything about the food is more better in the hands of any woman than any man. On other side, anything doing about the business with the cars, with the whatever. I mean. This is some kind of the man business. Even you can find also and women more again in some kind of financial things of these businesses. Yeah. But let's talk about digitalization, and now we have the new all rules all over the world, even in Bosnia, and almost 60% of the people which finished studies on today were women. And if you really look all databases, you can see that almost women were at the head of the whole financial world in Bosnia, and women were on university, in the head of university. They really, if they want to finish their studies or doctor dissertation, they made that, and this is some of decision what they. But all this about digitalization, the new game what we have all over the world, give all rights to women. I heard yesterday that some guy on your conference said that IT businesses, many businesses. I think that it's more possibility to women to be in IT business than a man. Traditionally, men have a lot of possibilities to meet each other on football match, on the sport games, in coffee bars, in restaurants, whatever. When women or woman can married, and after that she get her family, she usually stay out of society. in the case that she is member of any IT community, whatever, she can be very active and to know what's happened and to be part of that, not to be member to go in the coffee bars to hear about what's happening around.
Yeah, that's personal and online.
But these IT possibilities, give you a chance to start your e-commerce, to give you a chance to start any new robotics business. There is no any more hard work in robotics. All the industry needs somebody who can control something on a computer, not anymore in the factory. And this is really the new mixing of the cards, everywhere in all businesses. I read somewhere that this drone, what is now flying all over this war zone, whatever, they were without pilot, but they have almost 30 people in the office which are controlling this drone and 80 people outside in the data analysis. That means that this is all new possibilities.
It's future.
It's today's. But I mean, we have really to change the education system and to be part of that what is today, not about the past. Why we have to teach our kids about the sheep in Australia, for example, or some kind. Okay, who likes it, he can find that on Google, But let's teach them how to be part of the today reflex businesses all over the world. What they need to be as fast as possible, and they give you a chance that you are living in Bosnia and you can be member of any community all over the world and to have good salary.
Yeah, I have a question about actual recent situation. Governmental support of female entrepreneurs in Bosnia.
Okay.
Can we speak about that? Is there something or not?
To be honest, you know that Edina and me, we start this first some kind of the festival of the contemporary women.
Exactly, it's and my direction.
Yeah, and one of our points what we get in the meantimes from when you were there today, that there is more of them everywhere. All women become to be start some kind of the membership of something, some communities. When I said community, that means that we are all, and you make your own community. Business women, this is community. Even men can be part of this community, no problem. No problem. So now there is a new, let's say, wave of the looking from the state how to support first business for women to start or to help them to start this business. Even it's not so huge money. I mean, if you are just looking on Croatia, which are 60 kilometers far from us, they're a member of European Union, and they get huge money from the European projects and for starting businesses and like state, like membership, like whatever. We are out of that. Even our politicians really, they were invited by the European Union just to use the European laws and to take the first membership of European Union. But I'm not sure they really want that. They are always talking about that, but they don't change anything. They really have enough money for themselves, and they know if the European laws could come, they will have more possibilities to be in prison than to be in freedom. Yeah, I mean, this is reality. So we also had this problem that our Bosnian war, last war, what's happened, they don't have any how can I say it? The peace comes with a peace agreement, and nobody doesn't win. We don't have any winner in this war. So we have the Americans which stop the war. They make in peace agreement. which are regular agreement of some human communication. You know, they making these 14, 15 rules, like state, like money, like whatever. And they said about everything else you can talk. But really, we don't have politicians which are like to find solutions. Every one of these free national group, you know, we now have a free national group. This is the Serbian part. This is the Croatia and Bosnian side, which together making some federation with Republika Srpska, and they, let's say that all of them trying to make separate something what is not happy for Europe, because Europe is always talking about one citizens, the same rights, the same rules, and human rights is not Swedish table that you can choose that I want, I don't want that. Human rights is the same.
Still difficult in Bosnia.
Yeah.
As I know, many young people left.
Yeah.
Many young people left Bosnia and they lived somewhere.
Yeah, Bosnia is a small state.
Very small.
Yeah, we lose in the last 30 years 2 times when the war started, and after the war almost 1 million people. And now last 4 years we lost almost 1 million people. Again. Now we are calculated there is no more than 2.5 million people in all Bosnia. And traditional, this is people which are very unhappy with all of that's what we are talking with politics situation, with the salaries, with all of that industry. Even the European company, for example, car industry, they really start a lot of businesses in Bosnia because they can make for less money good product. And we are, I mean, if I start my car, I'm in Germany in 6 hours, like you. I mean, it's the same, you know, but we are out. We are in the middle of Europe, but we are out of the rules. So a lot of young people choose to start their lives and they really become to be good citizens wherever they come. If you say to them the rules, they are doing that what they said to them. And all what they want from the state, if you are talking about Bosnian citizens, nobody don't ask them, are you Muslim, Catholic, or Orthodox, or Jewish, whatever. They ask you, are you citizens, are you paying your taxes and working for that, and all what they want. That's what we have now from Bosnian politicians. We're not making our state happy.
You and your wife, Edina, my favorite artist. So you support young people, you support entrepreneurs, you support people in Bosnia. What is your dream about Bosnia?
My dream is that all of these people will be back one day and to be part of European Union, like your state, and to give them a chance to be in a competition, to making their own dreams in their own state. You know, I mean, I know how can I say that. Before Bosnian War, I was a disco owner and I run all these disco clubs all over the Yugoslavia, and on mountains I was managing bands in Sarajevo, and I owned just my motorbike and my music, and I was happy with this. But when the wars really happened, all the rules were changed. You are expecting that something can be stopped, and nothing stopped. And you spent 4 years in somebody that we were out. I don't want to talk about the war. This is the real past. We are talking about, I'm always looking about the better future. But now we really need more women in politics, and we need somebody who will look about the future. And I think that man in the Balkan region is not somebody who can find this future for these young people. We need the new solutions. And this solution can give just somebody who is really care about the family, and let's say in this case that I'm really trust that we need new generation of the young people, especially women, which must to change the game, all the game in politics, in economics, in business, everywhere. We need somebody who will really making restarts.
So my best wishes to Bosnia, to you.
No, we are a wonderful state. You have to come. I'm really enjoying the food and the fun. We don't have so much rules like you have. You know, you can smoke cigars wherever you want. You can enjoy in the wine, and if police stop you, maybe you can talk with them, or what. Probably you can't do that in Europe, but. Women have the same possibilities, but we have really now to change all the rules and to give chance, you know, and to young people. And talking about digitalization is making some new solutions and asking from the state to give them this pass to live in Bosnia, to be part of the world. Yeah, this is something what I really like. Even I'm now in the golden age and expecting. I'm optimist. All my life, you know, our generation really enjoying music more than today's generation. For us, music was and is very important, giving us chance to dance, to touch each other, to enjoy, to talking about love. Maybe we need this kind of the restart again, to give a chance to this kind of solutions. To let's love each other and let's talk about the future, how kids can stay in our own state and have a good salaries to live in, to be happy, and you know, not to dreaming about how to leave the state. And it's not so strange. Yeah. But for me, if I didn't went when the war started in Bosnia, I stayed all the war in Bosnia and after the war, and my solution is to be part of my state, to stay with the state and dreaming and be optimistic and to change the things.
So thank you very much, Zlatko. Thank you. And thank you for your optimism.
I'm very positive about the future.
It's great.
I think that some bad things were out of our stories. Let's talk about good things, what we're expecting, and let's invite them. Let's make solutions to bring it to our lives. Nobody, you know, after the war, people are talking about humanitarian aid and expecting somebody will give you something. But now it's 30 years after. Let's change it. Don't expect that somebody will give you something. Let's do it. Let's make it with our heads, with our minds, with our kids. Our kids, they are really impressive all over the world. I can show you on my Facebook. I mean, you know, my company is making every year, we choose 30 under 30s. And it's so impressive. It's almost 500 kids every year. We have in the new solutions that they get some worldwide awards for mathematics, for engineering things, for sport, for chemical, whatever. Just give them a chance. And that's it.
Thank you.